Alright. I didn't do this. How many feet? Something I sure should have done. Resetting. Rushman, get off me. Family of 3. Come on. Thank you. Here. Run here. They'll all go. Yeah, buddy. That's how you do it. Oh, what? There's so much baloney here. Smack. Yep. Damn it! My plan! You fucked it up.
Clear. All weapons.
Guns, weapons, or you just need to stop using the poop vehicle for a moment. Let's do something else.
Updated. Time limit set.
else's luck right now. It's my own luck is shit. That's why I'm using a different vehicle. So many! Oh, there are already so many! God! Get out of here! Come on. Show me. Oh, what a miraculous shot. Okay, there we go. Run. Run, Billy Thick, run. Right. Now it's fragile cargo. It wasn't fragile cargo before, but now super fragile cargo. Come on. Notice you've been reloading the save. We made the cargo super fragile. Each time you reload the save, make the cargo 10% more fragile. Sucks for you. Great for us. I see the solution here. It's not a great, but it is the solution. So you go right up here, go straight. There's the heat there. Go left of it, and then cut up here. And we're safe. And that's how I used to do it? Maybe. I don't know. That was 10 times easier than before. I have that cooldown now. Oh my god. The mules. Block their pain. Y'all. they be running at you and die. When is International Cockfight Confederate Day? That's always fun, right? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, slide right on it. And everything's set. For once, please, for the love of God, just make it right. Okay. We're still moving forward. We're okay. How's the cargo? We're still at 1%. We're still good. Just keep on. Oh, lightning. Hello, player who lost his stuff. What troubles were you having? Trust me, they aren't as great as mine. I mean, oh god. Okay, somehow did that. I believe I'm going to keep the recording on top like a pirate day as far as completing missions. God dang it. Whatever. Whatever, man. Okay. Oh, we did so much better this time. So much better. Even the timer didn't pop. Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Thanks for the delivery. Lightning quick as always.
That's the words. Those are the words I'm looking for. Don't even care that it's 1. 8 minutes, 21 seconds. Look at how much of a difference not getting hit by BTs makes. Oh. 1 final mission left.
See you soon, brother.
1 final mission. And it might be one of the hardest things I have to figure out. Alright. Here we go, back to area 2. Oh boy.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Alright, Fragile. Take me to Mount Knot City for 2 reasons.
Okay, Sam. Close your eyes. Clear your thoughts and picture your destination.
I'm not gonna work hard today, she's crying a lot more. want to leave yet. You know what? You should shower first. Get all that muck off of you. What's that? No grenades. That sort of makes sense.
You okay?
Oh my god. This guy's vehicle. How I'm feeling right now. It's not gonna give it to me. I guess I gotta chill and just do whatever. We gotta first check out to see which memory chips we're missing left. 13, 20, 51, 45. Jiminy Christmas, you need 1,000 to repair? I'll do it with 500. Again, do I really need all these crystals? Oh, now oh, so it just takes power crystals to repair. That's interesting. Oh, wow. It literally is right there. Okay. Whoops. Can't believe I missed this.
There we go.
My way up. That's crazy. Okay. Guess I made an easy way to that for other people. Yep. Figured someone would zip line right to it.
There we go.
Cool. Go up. If we're watching, we might as well make it more entertaining.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Please make a no, let's check it twice. Only got one premium mission left to fight. Santa's gonna come to town. There should be a hot spot over here. Won't that be nice? Got you.
Over here!
You know what I forgot ladders and ropes and fun jazz. Man. Super helpful. Oh wow. Not here. There. Very, very frightening. Me. Sure. Free climbing it. No. Ah. Ooh. All set. Alien. We're just to have a gate here. I enter through the gates and nothing happens. I'm in the spirit world. You watch too much Avatar the Airbender. Actually, it would be a really nice picture. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't go up. Left or right. Oh, race camera. Oh, low camera. How do I take picture though? Reset, where's camera, low's camera. Oh, hide menu, then share button. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Sure. I did it. All right. Back to actual info. Superman punch him if I jumped. Oh well. Ow. If anyone has a gun, I'm dead. Nope. He has got a gun. Please don't have a gun. He has a gun. Ah! I'm asleep. Ugh. Nope, found it.
There we go.
Why this rock? That's weird. That's weird to just highlight it with all. That seems to get inconclusive for now. I want to say that it's not going to work because it's already at the 2-minute mark.
All clear. Well, decontaminating the suit. All clear. Welcome.
To that sort of series for what, 6 minutes that I have to do, plus I have to get off. 6 minutes is the baseline. Ugh. Everything's just gross. Anyways. Share the memory chips. Share all 21 data.
Well, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
Fount of knowledge.
So you're a treasure hunter in your spare time, huh? It's funny. I didn't think you had it.
The Great Deliverer does it again. Much obliged.
I say, I don't know what I did to deserve such kindness.
You don't know how long I've wanted this. Thank you.
Memory chip data restore. The following data cannot be viewed through your cufflinks. Frame Iron Genbu, The Seven Samurai, Harley Davidson Plan America 1250, The Walk Coffee Cup, and data from 16 other memory chips also restored.
Thank you for your contribution.
That's going to end it for this session, but like always, we shall end it by reading all the data that we wrote. Oh boy, and we got a lot of it.
Good morning, Sam.
Alright. Data memory chips. Frame Arms Girl Byaku. Frame Arms Girls was a spin-off of Frame Arms series of plastic robot figurines, Kotobukiya, sure, in which the robot's frame arms were reimagined as human female characters. This particular figurine is the female version of Byaku model. While reimagining characters in this way may seem particular Japanese pop-up culture, in particular the Moe movement, personifications of this kind go all the way back to ancient Greece. The adaptation of the explorer Amerigo Vespucci, named into the name of the country of America, can also be seen as a personification of sorts. Yeah. Okay. Thanks to the discovery of the T crystal, which seemed like they might prove the solution of the Earth's energy crisis, a power source known as the EU system was developed. Project Re-Sphere arose in response to the wide-scale adaptation of this power source. Resulting overpopulation was largely enabled by the development of the frame architecture robotic skeleton. The Genbu model is a large, heavily armored mechanoid created by the designer Yuji Shinkawa. Very nice. Max Factory Ludens Figma. It has been said that all culture and civilization was built on play, and this belief has driven the mania for Homo ludens among the preppers, leading them to jealously hoard any ludens-related goods they happen to come across. This Figma is one such item. It is custom articulated parts and flexible plastics in key locations to give the maximum possible range of motions without compromising on proportions, making it an outstanding example of the genre. The piece was designed to capture the sense of fusion represented by the Luden's outfit, which brings to mind both the spacesuit worn by the astronauts and the suit of armor favored by knights of old. The Good Smile Company Nindroid Jumbo Ludens. If you're looking for a figurine that embodies the spirit of play inherent to the Ludens concept, look no further than the Nindroid Jumbo Ludens, whose form manages to be both refreshingly playful and exquisitely detailed at the same time. The moment a concept version was unveiled at the event on America's West Coast in 2016, the release date of the retail model became a red letter day on every fan's calendar, also featured in the game Death Stranding, which we're playing. Dr. Strangelove. Something Kojima was really inspired by throughout all his works. Full title of the 1964 Stanley Kubrick black comedy is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. It was released at the height of the Cold War, with the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 still a recent memory. Kubrick's next film was the 1968 2001 A Space Odyssey, which at the time was greeted with mixed reviews and failed to make much of a splash at the box office. It has long since redeemed itself, however, and now enjoys a reputation as an all-time classic. Bridge on the River Kwai? Yeah. Out of World War II, the Japanese army attempts to bridge the River Kwai in Thailand, endeavor for which they enlisted the forced labor of British prisoners of war. As the project develops, the tension emerges between those who want to see a good job done and those who wish to destroy the bridge. Tension is made all more complicated by the backdrop of war against which the story unfolds. The movie won several Academy Awards upon its release in 1957, including Best Picture. The screenplay was based on a novel by Pierre Boulud, sure, French, Pierre Wood, sure, who would later go on to become an even better known for science fiction classic, The Planet of the Apes. Perhaps it's less clear in the latter. It is often said that Bould's own experiences of war provided the inspiration for both works. The Seven Samurai. A classic work from Akira Kurosawa, who came alongside Godzilla's Ishiro Honda, one of Japanese most globally acclaimed directors. The movie developed a huge cult following worldwide, and its story was retold in a Hollywood classic, The Magnificent Seven. The image of the villagers hiring the Seventh Samurai in order to protect themselves strikes a chord with many preppers, living as they do without the support of organized nation state, and making this a classic. Old copies of which are much sought after. Matengo. Weird. Okay. A 1963 horror movie by Ishiro Honda, director of several entities in the Godzilla series, in which a group of 7 castaways find themselves stranded on a deserted island with only one rule: don't eat the mushrooms, but soon enough, mushrooms are their only food that's left. The result of the film follows the fate of those forced to sample its forbidden fruit. Mushrooms in this cult classic are the precursors of Death Stranding's cryptobiotes, are possibly even the coral found in in the scene. At least there are certain superfans who say so. Sure. Big Fish. Oh, yes, classic Big Fish. According to the director Tim Burton, it was the death of his father that led him to make this highly personal piece in which young hero Will reveals in his dad's fantastic tales only to come to resent him as he grows old enough to realize that they're nothing but wild flights of fancy. The movie explores the conflict and eventual reconciliation between a father who simply can't help embellishing the truth, and a son who's desperate to understand him before it's too late. Big Fish stories might be bad enough, but when you're considered that Big Bang was a term originally intended to imply that the story of the origin of the universe was nothing but hot air, you start to think all existence might be one tall tale. Okay, that's real deep. The Walk. The movie, directed by Robert Zemeckis and based on a true story, was released in 2015. It tells a little-known tale of French street performer Philippe Petit's daring high-wire walk between the Twin Towers of New York, New York's World Trade Center, and allowing the viewer to see things from Petit's point of view. The movie provided audiences with an entirely new experience, something it has in common with Stranding, and the hitherto unprecedented thrill of following Sam on his daring journey to America's two coasts. Godzilla! Godzilla! It was the first film that Godzilla, who would later go on to become an iconic figure for monster movie fans the world over, made his debut. The movie went on to spawn series in countless different versions, and its unlikely star is remembered as an endured metaphor for the threat posed by nuclear weapons. Legendary directors the world over, not least among them Nicholas Wilding Refn, Guillermo del Toro, have cited Godzilla as a huge influence. In 2004's Godzilla Final Wars, with its title sequence by Kyle Cooper and its Yuji Shinkawa designed Adaragon? Sure. Showcased a long pedigree of big named fans the series had acclaimed over the years. Christine. And this 1983 horror classic by visionary genius John Carpenter, Christine, a sentient car embarks on a murderous spree in order to Why? Why this film? Okay. Wreak revenge on humans who'd wronged her. The movie was based on the novel of the same name by Stephen King, of course, author widely considered to be a master of modern horror. Carpenter, meanwhile, earned acclaim for birthing a whole new and widely popular type of boogeyman-based scary movie, with his breakthrough hit Halloween. Without John Carpenter, there would never have been a Jason, a Freddy, or a Chucky. Interesting. Coffee Cup. Leaving aside the bronze cups of the ancient world for the stainless steel breakers of the modern age, cups in general, ceramic cups at least, are fragile things. Coffee houses found popularity in mid-17th century England, giving birth to a thriving coffee culture. But the mid-18th century, it was tea that was in the ascendancy. It was for this reason, when England's colonies chose to rebel in response to their masters' oppressive policies, threw crates of tea into the sea at Boston, thereby helping to spark the American Revolution. But let us return to the humble cups in which tea and coffee come. They are easily broken, and as such constitute a difficult load for any porter. Frozen soap bubble. Ooh, that's pretty. Process such as cryostasis, such as cryostasis and cryopreservation, which aim to prolong life and slow decomposition through the lowering of temperature, can in some ways be seen as a form of time travel, though of course they do not compare to the Kirlian-based process which stopped time altogether. Of course, Freezing the fragile beauty of a soap bubble causes it to crystallize without popping, actually forming a perfect little work of art. But because it is merely frozen, time does not stop for the bubble altogether. One day it will thaw, and if not handled with utmost care, it will be destroyed. Another tale fit to make a porter cry. Pottery. Pottery is made by digging clay from the ground and hardening it at high temperature. But while the resulting material may be hard, it is also fragile. It will break the slightest drop or knock. Charles Darwin was the grandson of the founder of England's greatest pottery dynasty, the Wedgwoods. Sure. And it was his uncle, Joshua Wedgwood II, who insisted that his nephew join the HMS Beagle on its legendary voyage in order to further his scientific investigations. Had that not happened, the theory of evolution may never have come into being. History is full of such fragile connections, a thought worth bearing in mind when carrying out the delicate task of delivering pottery. Snow crystal. A true natural work of art, although all are six-sided, no two are ever the same. A fact that has fascinated thoughtful observers throughout the years. It should be noted that while the beauty of the snowflake has never changed since the advent of timefall, the reported discovery of certain hand-shaped examples has been the subject of much discussion. Unfortunately, none have been preserved, making the existence of these five-fingered rarities more of a rumor than an established fact. From a porter's point of view, transporting a snowflake is out of the question. It would surely melt before it ever reached its destination. All the fragile stuff is hilarious to read. Harley Davidson Pan America 1250. For years, quintessential American motorcycle manufacturer Harley Davidson has provided a product for those finding their freedom on the open road. Harley Davidson expands to provide this same experience off-road. This adventure touring motorcycle will make you king of the streets and the trails. Death Stranding logo. 12-inch of the soundtrack of the legendary video game Death Stranding, featuring tracks such as I'll Keep Coming and Easy Way Out. Listening into it is sure to send soul-soothing and oxytocin surging around your system. By the time it's finished, you'll be holding hands with anyone who happens to be beside you. Game director Hideo Kojima discovered the music of Lil Roar by chance while browsing in a record store in Iceland and went on to use I'll Keep Coming in the first trailer for the game. A perfect example of the strands of fate during this work, or doing their work. Sure. Profondo Rosso original motion picture soundtrack. Soundtracks to the genius Dario Argento's Deep Red, which spawned the genre that came to be known as Galileo. Galileo? His home country of Italy upon its release in 1975. Though billed as a suspense movie, it's a masterpiece more terrifying than many horror movies of the era. With music provided by progressive rock group Goblin, who also soundtracked the 1977's Suspiria. Suspiria was actually released before Deep Red in Japan. It was a huge hit, leading to the latter being released there as Suspiria 2, despite the two movies bearing no relation to one another. That's interesting. Low Roar. Low Roar. Low Roar is a solo project of, oh god, words. Reykjavik. Frickin' American. Frickin' American me. Reykjavik. Yeah, Reykjavik. Sure. Based American musician Ryan Karazija. Oh, come on. It's Japanese. Ryan Karazija. Sure. who first released an album under the name in 2011. Globetrotting musician finally encountered Hideo Kojima in the flesh at the release of the first Death Stranding trailer in LA. It was the meeting of two similarly creative minds. And after being contracted initially to provide sound effects, he was eventually asked to record a version of Easy Way Out specifically for the second trailer. Okay. Last one. Valhalla Rising, original soundtrack by Peter. Wow, what a name. And Peter Cade. Cool. Peter, and Peter Cade. I love it. Peter. Anyways, original music from the movie Valhalla Rising starring Mads Mikkelsen. Of course, Mads. And directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. The film tells the tale of One-Eyed, a legendary warrior of the Viking Age. Played by Mikkelsen, having lost his voice and one of his eyes, radiates the utmost superhuman magic of a hero straight out of the sagas of ancient Scandinavia. The movie is more than worth a watch, and the soundtrack is worth a listen to. Having been composed by a long-time Winding Refn collaborators Peter, and Peter Cade. All right. And that's the last of all the all the details, all the memory chips. Sorry, I just wanted to look at this. All right. So that's going to do it for this session. Hopefully, the last mission will spawn in our next session, or else we're just going to have to do random side missions up until the point where we can get the mission ready. So look forward to that in our next session, and we'll also be doing the rest of the trophies as well, which means we're going to be creating all of the structures and upgrading them to full max, as well as creating all of the equipment and weapons that we have available to us. So thank you for joining me. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.